Let me tell you about a chicken I know. Let me tell you about a chicken I know.
Howdy! It's the Charity Chicken here again with some tips for you on how to improve your nutrition. If you are on your own and you're trying to just throw together a quick meal, but you want to try to make it be healthy, one of the greatest things that you can do is to make your meal with some frozen foods. And you can use organic fruits and vegetables. The great thing about frozen produce is the fact that now you can have all of this stuff that comes in resealable containers, or even the stuff that isn't in resealable zip containers. You can just seal up, or you can just close up with a little zip tag, or you can throw it in like a glass container that's safe for the freezer, and that way it's good for a long period of time. So that way you get to use it all. You don't have that problem that you have with fresh produce where you're forced to buy a large amount, and then if you're just by yourself, you only get to eat a little bit of it at a time, and then all of a sudden there's a whole bunch left and it goes bad. That's a really awful thing. You purchase this and then you only get to eat a little bit and you have to throw the rest away. Such a waste. So frustrating. No one likes that. Little medleys if you're interested in getting a bunch of different things thrown together. But for a person like me who has different health problems and can't have certain foods, I'm really appreciative of the fact that I can buy just one thing by itself. And that's what I tend to get. And the greatest thing about buying frozen foods is for a person like me who grew up with microwave oven, and I know some people say that it's not the healthiest, safest way to cook, but I'm a child of convenience. I grew up with fast food and let's do everything quickly, so it's still the way that I tend to do a lot of my cooking. So I know that some of you out there are the same way. So this is kind of how I do a lot of my cooking, and you might find this to be a helpful way when you're in a rush to throw together a quick meal. It's very simple. You just take a bunch of these frozen food items, dump them in a bowl, microwave them for 2 to 3 minutes depending on the power of your microwave, and you're done. That's simple. That's an easy, healthy meal. And it's just like this. I get this frozen rice at Whole Foods. It's organic and it's brown rice. Throw a little bit of that in the bowl. Then I want to get some greens. So I think, okay, what do I want today? Maybe I want some kale. Now, Kroger has this organic kale, and it's probably one of the most inexpensive organic frozen greens out there. I also really love products by Earthbound Farm, and they've got spinach, so I can get some organic cut spinach. Earthbound Farm also has organic collard greens. I really love their collard greens. Very interesting, very different kind of a green to throw into the mix every now and again. But maybe sometimes you want something really different. You want to get something more than just green. You want to get a little extra color with your greens. Then getting organic rainbow chard blend. That's a fun because you get maybe a little bit of some red or even maybe a teensy touch of yellow or something. You throw that frozen green in with your rice. Then maybe you get some other kind of a frozen vegetable, and you can get something like Woodstock has organic peas and carrots, and you can throw some of those in. I like the fact that you can get just peas, and they have a nice petite pea. I also like the Earthbound Farm sweet potatoes. They're sliced, and they've got a little bit of salt and olive oil. And it's a very nice product, gluten-free, it's organic, and that's very yummy, and you can throw some of that in. So you can also get butternut squash that's already little cubes. And then you can get a condiment and then throw a little bit of a condiment in. I like Sanjay has an organic, gluten-free soy sauce. It's very nice. And I sprinkle a little bit of that in with the rice and the vegetables. I'm throwing something like kale in, and I'm thinking, it might be a little bitter. I get a little wild, and I might even throw in some Kroger organic blueberries to try to sweeten up the bitter kale. Some people might not think that that's the tastiest thing. They might think that's a little weird, but that's something I like to do. You might want to try it. Might give it a chance, but you might find it a little strange. But something to consider. And then I like to throw in a little protein. And in my case, I like this one particular tofu. Let me show you. This is House Foods Organic Tofu Cutlet. It's organic and it's certified gluten-free. It can be hard to find tofu that's firm and certified gluten-free. I get this at Whole Foods, but sometimes it's out of stock. Really hard to get my hands on it, but when I can get it, this is what I go for. I have a little bit of this that I put together in a meal for me right now. And so all I did was I grabbed some of the rice, and I grabbed some of the kale, and I grabbed some sweet potatoes, and I threw in a little bit of the soy sauce, and I grabbed a little bit of tofu, threw it in the microwave, gave it about 3 minutes, and I ended up with this. This is my meal. Yeah. I did throw in some blueberries in with the kale. They're a little hard to see, but there are sweet potato slices. I threw a little bit of cinnamon on those to make them extra yummy. And I also like to add sesame seeds onto tofu to give it that little extra little bit of something yummy, because tofu can be a little bit of a mushy texture, so I like to add that crunch, little chicken crunch. So I'm gonna pop open my sesame seeds, sprinkle on my sesame seeds. I'm gonna be generous. Gotta be generous with the sesame seeds. Yay, sesame seeds! And then I have myself a nice little meal. Mm-hmm. 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 It's very good. Mm. Oh yeah. It's nice when you're in a hurry to be able to throw together a nutritious meal very quickly, and frozen foods can help you to do that. Hey peeps, it's Sunday again, time for the chicken dance game. So, last week it was Cyndi Lauper's True Colors. Yeah, we were talking about coloring. So yeah, it was True Colors. Yeah, my mom said it was too hard. So did my friend, but oh well, try to make it a little bit easier. But yeah, there are little hints, little things. So just think and watch me dance and see if you can figure out what this week's dance is. Okay, so now I'm listening to a song and I'm gonna dance. See if you can figure out what it is I'm listening to, and put your guess down in the comments below. Okay, here we go. Can you guess what the song was? Put down your guess in the comments below and come back next Sunday and tell me what you think it was. We'll see. Until next time.